Hi, I'm Lou. Welcome to my LouTube. I have qualified for the UCI Gran Fondo World Championships from home because of a Russian cheating scandal. It's been nuts. A week ago, I was racing in Turkey at the Gran Fondo World Series there. I came fourth in my category, which meant I hadn't qualified, and I was gutted, like really gutted, because I tried very hard. It was absolutely soul destroying. The race was really, really tough. I was very unlucky with groups. I knew the wind was bad at the race. I knew it was seriously strong. What was a reminder of that was when Rob and I flew home after the race. Our flight, which should have taken 4 hours, took 5 because of the headwinds. It was just nuts. I cannot believe I raced in that. If it was that windy at home normally, I wouldn't go out on my bike. It's not safe. So to have been racing around basically solo most of that time in that wind, it was just soul destroying. And I was really annoyed to be racing against people that had teams of other riders working for them. The thing is, not only did they have teams of riders working for them, some people had riders that weren't even registered in the race hopping onto the course and leading them to victory. The winner of my category did this, and it has been a pretty crazy journey over the last week to uncover all of this. The first thing that came out after the race was in a different category. There'd been some really, really blatant cheating. The woman that won that category had been led out round the whole course by a man on a TT bike, which is completely not okay. You can't have TT bikes on the course in a road race. It's just not allowed. So that caused a lot of people to take notice, a lot of people to complain. There was a bunch of photos, a bunch of evidence. It was all sent to the organisers. They disqualified the winner of that race. So Natalie, my friend who's on the podium in second place, actually came first. How cool. Shame she didn't get the top step podium experience, but she won her category, which is awesome. I then looked into my category because I was riding with a GoPro and, oh man, I discovered some stuff. The reason I looked into my race was because I'd seen a video online of the woman that won my category being led out by an unregistered rider. Sure enough, I've got video of the woman that won my category at the start, veering right, slowing down, ready to be in good position for her unregistered rider to hop on. I've got video of the unregistered riders at the side of the road hopping onto the course. I've then got the video as they go past me with no numbers on the back of the woman that's leading her. So have a look at those videos now. Okay, I'll talk you through this. Towards the right of the screen, there's a rider in white dropping back and braking to get into position for the rider that's hopping on the course. Here's a still of her looking right and moving across the road. This is the point where we go past the riders who are at the right of the road looking to hop on to assist their fellow riders. I'll zoom in now so you can see one of them there. They're all wearing the same kit, pink or white Team Impulse gear. This is where they burn it past me. As you can see, the rider in front, who's leading the winner of my category, has no race numbers on at all and is wearing the same team kit, which you can see on the front of her jersey. It's very clear to see who she was leading. Her race number is clearly visible there. That was the winner of my category. This is a video that someone else has uploaded online to show them still working together throughout the rest of the race. These are official race photos, show the winner of my category being led around the course. On top of all of that, there's the videos that other people have uploaded online of unregistered riders on the race. There's also all the official race photos which show these people with no numbers on. And the numbers were so obvious because they were enormous and we had to have 2 on our back and a big race card on our bike. So it was just blatant. Thankfully, the organisers have been really, really good. They started an investigation, which took nearly a week. In the meantime, I also spoke to Emily from Cade Media. Yeah, so when you go in, because we had to filter to the front past all the men, we had to walk through everyone to get to the front, and there was a barrier which was lifted that you were then checked by a man who checked the numbers on your back, the timing chip on your bike and your race number on the bike. And that happened I've got video of Rob was videoing from the side of me being checked everyone had the same. And then at least 3 further officials came up and just checked that we all had our numbers on. And I've got photos and videos of all the women in the start group, because there wasn't tons of us. There's all the different categories, but there was less than 10 riders per category. So I could see everyone who was there. And pink jersey, I definitely would have noticed. So we had a chat about the whole thing, and she actually contacted the organisers too for their statement into the issue so she could get the full picture of what's been going on. They responded to her that they were looking into the investigation. Meanwhile, I'd sent them all the evidence that I had, and I think they took it quite seriously, because I think they actually thought Emily was from the BBC, which is pretty crazy. There's more details in the Cade Media video that's coming out around now as well, so have a look at that one to see my chat with Emily and what the guys think about it. But yeah, it's just been crazy. So then Saturday morning, I was delighted to receive the email from the organisers of the race saying that the winner had been disqualified, which meant that I moved into 3rd place. So I'm off to the World Championships in Denmark next August. I'm delighted. I really wanted to get back to the level of being able to compete for GB again. So I'm happy that it's happened in the first race that I did. Coming back from injury, I fractured, broke, dislocated my hip a year ago, and I've been training really, really hard to get my fitness back and really wanted to do my best in Turkey, which I did. Cheating sucks. This is an amateur race. You shouldn't have to cheat. The sad thing is the woman that won could have beat me anyway. She was strong as nails, but she cheated, so she's been kicked out. Now, my coach, Michelle, might have let me sit on my laurels and celebrate for a bit. How did she reward me with my achievement? She set me an FTP test because she suspects I'm stronger than my current FTP would suggest. So I've done an FTP test. She was right, it's gone up 12 watts, but now all my training is going to get harder, but it's all good. I'm ready to get fitter and stronger and get back to being able to cling on to groups. And I'm not going to have a whole load of people working for me at the World Championships, but I want to be able to work with the people that are also working towards racing around fast. I'm kind of concerned about Russians coming for me because I haven't stayed quiet about the cheating, and I supplied my GoPro footage to the organisers to prove that they were cheating, but I'm hoping that I'm safe. If I make it to Denmark and I get pushed off my bike, I'm going to have my GoPro on, so you'll see what happens, but hopefully that won't happen. The other crazy thing that was at the race, there was a man there called Brian Cookson. He used to be the president of the UCI, and it took all of my composure to not say anything to him about something he said a few years ago. A video was made by a documentary company about us when we rode the full route of the Tour de France in protest about the fact there was no women's race. And I was played this quote that he said, and then they got my reaction to it. Have a little look.
A women's Tour de France over the same distances, the same number of days, would be, in my opinion, devastation. At this stage, I don't think there will be a substantial number of women capable of completing the course in a meaningful way.
Rubbish, we're doing it, and we're amateurs. So yeah, I didn't say anything to him about it, but I haven't forgotten it. Thankfully, he moved on to do some good stuff for women's cycling in the UCI, and the UCI are doing good things now. We have more women's races, we have a women's Tour de France, things are getting better. I work really hard to promote women's cycling, so this whole episode has annoyed me because I don't like bringing other women down, but if they cheat against me, I'm going to have a problem with that. And I'm going to fight for my rights for a fair race. So let that be a lesson to you. Anyway, thank you for all your support. Thank you for your kind words. The comments that you make are just so sweet, and you all believed in me and you give me so much strength and have been there for me all year since I started YouTubing. I really, really appreciate it. If you don't subscribe, please do. It would mean the world. I'm finding it very hard to grow my channel, so extra subscribers would be lovely. Thank you very much. I will see you really soon. Bye.